What is up, you geezer blow type geezers? It is Chris Marder 9 here. That's right, Chris Marder 9. Not Chris Marder Games. Because right now he's not even here, so... Get that crap away from me. So for the first time in 2 months, I am finally making a video on this channel. It has been a very long time, I know. I've just not had any time to make any videos for this channel. Because, well, you know. So this video is going to be the start of a new series. Now this in particular is going to start this series that I like to call the Chelsea series. Or as I like to call it, Talking Chelsea. Now it does seem a bit odd that I'm starting this series right in the middle of the season. I would have waited until about this end of this season and then start on this with the next season. But well, there's so much to talk about that I just want to get it off my chest. So I've decided to do a video now and then, well, just carry on from there really. I mean, I've been wanting to do a series of this for a very long time now, and I've not even had the chance to. So now that I've got a chance to do it now, I might as well just get on with it right now. So what I want to talk to you guys about is Chelsea Football Club. So I'm going to start right off the bat and just say, what the fuck has gone wrong with that club? I mean, I don't understand anything right now. I don't understand it. Really, I just don't. I've watched the last 2 or 3 matches that Chelsea have played. One that's been the recent match against Leicester City, which we lost 2-1 by the way. The previous match, lost 1-0 against Bournemouth. Fucking Bournemouth. And then earlier, we drew against Spurs 0-0. They are our last 2 league games. Now I know that we're doing very well in the Champions League. Beat Porto 2-0. We're in the Champions League last 16, playing against Paris Saint-Germain. I don't think we've got a chance against them, to be honest with you. I really hope that we can beat them, but unfortunately, we don't really stand much of a chance in the form that we're in right now. So on to the actual game that I watched the other day, Leicester City, and I've just got to say, I don't understand. I'm just absolutely baffled. None of those players, none of them, deserve to be in that team at the moment. They don't even care right now. They are literally playing like amateurs. I've been a Chelsea fan all of my life. Now, my family are Arsenal supporters, but I've been a Chelsea fan even before I'd started being a fan of Formula 1, and then I sort of gotten away from that and then got into football when I was about 8 years old, and I started supporting Chelsea, and ever since then I have never ever experienced a season like we've been going through at the moment. It's nearly Christmas and we've already had 9 losses. That is unheard of, especially when you have top quality players like Eden Hazard, Nemanja Matic, players like Diego Costa that know exactly how to win games. Last season, they were amazing, scoring goals left, right and centre. We didn't even move off from the top once all of last season. We were dominant. This season, what the hell's gone wrong? I don't understand. So we have to talk about the root of the problem. Now, at the beginning of the season, we had this problem going on with our club doctor, Eva Carneiro, ex-club doctor Eva Carneiro. In our very first game of the season, we played against Swansea City, and Hazard got an injury in that game, and Eva Carneiro went up there to treat him, as any club doctor would do. Now, Mourinho did not like this one bit and started to say so much crap, about disrupting the game by just going on the pitch, saying stuff like, oh, doctors should know about the game and all that crap. And boy, has that backfired on him this season. Ever since that problem, ever since then, our form has been absolutely shit. We have only had 4 wins all season, 9 defeats. I believe it's like 3 draws, I think. I don't know. One draw came against Spurs, 1 draw came against Swansea, and the other one came against... I don't remember the other fixture, but it will come to me. But I don't understand what the hell's gone wrong. And I watched the Leicester game, and none of the players care anymore. They've forgotten how to win. And it frustrates me. So the big question is, what needs to be changed, when it needs to be done, and why. Okay, so the first thing I just want to say right off the bat, changes need to be made now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. It needs to be done now. We are 1 point off the relegation zone. 1 point. We are the champions of England, and we are struggling to stay in the Premier League. I'm sorry, that is shameful. So let's talk about the players in question. So the first person I want to talk to you guys about is Diego Costa up front. What the fuck is his problem? He has been absolutely shit. He has been terrible. Terrible. His positioning is terrible. His goal scoring record is terrible. 7 goals. 7 goals in a year. That is disgraceful for Diego Costa's standards. You know, when he was banging in goals for Atletico Madrid, when he was banging in goals in his first season at Chelsea, what the hell's happened to that? He's just non-existent. All he likes to do is make new enemies. And that's what he's been doing since the start of the season. I just don't like people who just manipulate other people and don't just get on with the game. Do you know, if people are just going to be like that, you might as well just go. Because I don't want people like that. I want loyal players. And we'll get to that in a minute. Now, Eden Hazard last season was amazing. He was world class. He was almost borderline Messi. And right at the end of the season, because he had a really good season and won the Premier League title with us, he stated that he wanted to be just as good as Lionel Messi. Well, I don't think you are as good as Lionel Messi. You know what? In fact, I don't even think you're even half as good as him. Do you know why? Because you stink this season. He absolutely stinks. What the hell happened to his turning over players? Instead, all he likes to do is just run into the players and get the ball taken off of him. And there was one thing I didn't like when he played in the game against Bournemouth in the first half. He was keeping the ball in our own half. And there was just 2 Bournemouth players just took the ball off him. And he created a chance. Overall, Eden Hazard right now is just not playing 100%. You know, do you know something? There's a reason for this. Is that Eden Hazard is too busy thinking about what he would look like in a Real Madrid jersey. And I don't want players that are thinking that. And there's even a rumour going around that Eden Hazard actually faked his injury when he came off against Leicester City. Yeah, that's right. He actually faked it. So, if that's the case, you can bugger off. You can literally, that's the door, you just go out of it right now. I'm absolutely sick to death of seeing this guy. Like, I know that he can play well. I know that Eden Hazard can play really, really well. But right now, he's not cutting the mustard. He's not taking on players and beating them. All it is that he's not being creative enough. He's doing too much work, and that work is just backfiring on him because all he ever does is lose the ball. Whenever we're going up for an attack, he just loses the ball. And it's just ridiculous. Willian has to be arguably our best player this season. He's like a donkey. And not that sort of donkey, but I mean a donkey as in he's been carrying this entire team because nobody gives a shit. The only player that's been doing something is Willian. Willian's free kicks this season have been top notch. Probably the best thing about Chelsea this season. He puts them away amazingly well. The amount of times that I've seen him put a free kick in and we've scored a goal from it. And it's satisfying to see, but when I know that we don't win the game, it just nullifies it. You just think to yourself, well, great, the fact that Willian has scored a free kick, but we didn't actually win the game, did we? A lot of people have been saying that Mourinho has lost the dressing room. I don't think he has. I think Mourinho has still got it in him to win the players over. And, you know, I mean, he's a world-class manager, for fuck's sake. He's a world-class manager. You know, it's players like Eden Hazard and John Terry and all these guys that should be looking up to Jose Mourinho as a mentor. I mean, he's world-class. He's well-known. I don't think Chelsea should sack Mourinho. I think Mourinho should stay. I mean, who else can we get? Who else can we get? This is going to be the revolving door all over again. Now, I know that right now our players are not caring. They're not doing well. And I think, do you know what I think it is? Do you know what I think it is? It's loyalty. That's what that is. Loyalty. Now we have players on our bench like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We have the young Brazilian Kennedy. We have players like Chalobah, who's on loan. We have all these decent players, and we're not playing them. We're playing players like Fabregas, who I've not mentioned in this video yet, but Fabregas is probably the worst player in this entire team, because he, of all of the players, is, I know he didn't play against Leicester City. It was Ramirez that played alongside Matic, but even he is struggling as well. But Fabregas is just really, really frustrating to watch. He can't defend to save his life, and if anything, if we are going to use Fabregas, play him as a central attacking midfielder, not central midfielder, because that means he has to do double duty, and to all intents and purposes, he's better as a creator, not someone who can defend, because he can't do that. It's Ramirez that does it better than he can. But you know what? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who never gets played, that he could do a better job than Fabregas. He can even do a better job than Ramirez. I think we should play Ruben Loftus-Cheek more. I think that if we play him more, we've got a better chance of having a player there that can be hungry, and better than anything else, he can develop. He's been at our club since he was 8 years old. I think it's about time that he started getting senior matches. And then, you never know, we may even develop a solid central midfielder like Lampard used to be, and he could play for us for years to come. But no, Mourinho likes to play Fabregas and fucking Ramirez, who don't give a shit about playing for this team. Finally guys, there's one more thing that I need to address. Loyalty. Now I did mention it before, but I'm going to be talking about it more in great depth now. Loyalty are players like John Terry in his earlier years, Frank Lampard, again in his earlier years, Didier Drogba, Michael Essien, Peter Cech, Makelele, and Michael Ballack. Those are 7 solid. Desai. Those are 8 solid players. And I guess you could mention players like Wisey and Zola and Flo and all those top quality players that gave so much. Now they didn't cost a goddamn bomb. Petr Cech cost 7 million. Frank Lampard cost 11 million. You have players like Eden Hazard that cost us 32 million. You have Diego Costa that cost us 32 million. Fabregas that's worth 30 million. That's like 90 million pounds worth of players. And they don't even give 100% for our club. If you're not going to give 100% for our club, then go somewhere else. Go to a club that maybe you are going to give 100%. Because if you're not going to give it to Chelsea, you might as well not even be there. It's you that don't give 100% loyalty to our club. Loyalty is the penalty that Didier Drogba took in Munich when we won the Champions League against Bayern Munich. That's loyalty. Yeah, okay, he cost 24 million in 2004. But that loyalty shows. That loyalty shows. I don't see it in players like Hazard. I don't see players doing it like, you know, Fabregas and Costa. They could bugger off for all I care. Because I don't care how good you are. I don't want players that are not going to give 100% for the club. It's the heart, not the money, it's the heart. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be part 1 of this Talking Chelsea video. It's probably going to be all over the place because I've just been talking to the camera and just saying how I feel. Hopefully these videos are going to get a bit better. And I just want to get a video up just so that I can start this YouTube channel again. There's going to be plenty more different types of videos on here. There's going to be lots of Swedish lessons. There's going to be lots of vlogging. There's going to be a lot of reaction videos. There's going to be a lot of that. Just not any of this crap. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Chelsea supporters, thank you very much for watching this. I have been inspired by 2 YouTube channels to do this. One of them being 100% Chelsea, which is a channel that I've watched a few number of times now. And the Chelsea Fans channel. They're 2 YouTube channels that I'll link in the description below if you want to go and check them out. For Chelsea fans only, I suppose. Not anti-Chelsea supporters, obviously, but because you won't get any use out of it. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you very much for watching, for all the Chelsea supporters out there. And come on, you Blues. I'll see you later. Hey, and peace.